Hi there guys, in this video I want to give you a status update of what's been happening and such. Unfortunately it's been a little bit of time since my last video and I have to apologise for that, but there's been a few things happening here which made it not possible to get videos out. Hopefully things have got back to normal, but I can't guarantee that at this stage, but I did feel that I ought to let you guys know that. So like I said, anyway, so as regards with 2.3 there's been quite a few changes with it. Originally multi-crew that everybody got a fair percentage of the reward. Now this has been changed, so it's percentage based depending on your rank. I can understand why they've done this. The reason is to stop basically newer players joining and more experienced players and getting a lot of money very quickly, and to basically buy a better ship without having the expertise to actually fly it properly. I know some commanders were looking at multi-crew to make money of that. So for those it's going to be a bit of a blow, but for others, like I said, I can understand why they've done that. The next thing that apparently has been changed is the shields are staying the same. In 2.3's beta they were trying to change the shield percentages basically to stop the big ships having such massive shields. Some commanders out there had 8,000 shields or something, maybe more, I think about even 11. However, after the testing in beta they've decided not to change that. Frontier are not entirely happy with the situation as they posted, but they will be looking into how to change it in the future without affecting it so badly, I think. Like I said, so Frontier may re-look at this aspect. 2.3 itself does offer quite a few changes. Like I said, the multi-crew allows you to fly together, which I found quite a weird idea. Elite is kind of an anti-social game in some respects, that basically you kind of fly on your own. So to suddenly have something where you just change that and you fly with other people seems very strange at first. Is it something you're really looking into, multi-crew? Is it something you're going to be interested to do? I did find that 2.3 was very kind of combat orientated. There wasn't a lot necessarily for trading or exploration as such, although there is the new mega ships. The mega ships are basically giant stations that potentially could move. So far we haven't seen any that do move, I believe. Whether this allow Frontier to move them around at any stage because of certain events, I don't know. The Hollow Me thing was a bit strange to me as well. It's quite a powerful tool. I do find it a bit odd that it's missing a kind of fatness meter as such. I guess the main feature for that is that it's for, well, not the main feature, but the main purpose for it is for the future, I guess, where if we get the ability to walk around our ships and stations, then the Hollow Me is going to be a lot more useful. But for the time being, it's something I found a little bit of a sort of play thing as such. It's kind of nice, but it's not that useful. It doesn't give really any gameplay mechanics or anything like that. But with the multi-crew I can understand why they've added it, and like I said, in the future I could see it possibly being more used. So like I said, I guess they've introduced it at this point. So like I said, I think and the camera crew thing's coming in 2.3. I did find it also a bit strange that we're only going to get one ship, unfortunately, which is the Dolphin. This is a kind of small passenger ship, so I guess what they're trying to do there is to try and give the passenger roles and sort of complete range of ships, so they give the small, medium and large variants. And like I said, so it wasn't bad in sense, but for me, obviously, I'm in a different situation with it. The Dolphin looked like it could be a very capable long-range explorer, but other than that, it was a little bit shame there wasn't a few more ships added. Myself, I've been basically getting my money back up because of the federal rank. The only way basically getting that up is basically giving a load of money to them. And like I said, unfortunately, it's the £1 million donation missions seem to be the best way of getting your percentage up faster. Obviously, using the Quince method, I got my rank up to King, and my balance has got to over 3 billion, with assets over 4 billion. Before I started the Quince run, I had around about 25 insurance claims, so most of that is basically dying at Quince. I worked out with the numbers, and it looked around about about 100 million per hour making through Quince, and like I said, it seems a bit stupid in some respects using a Sidewinder basically keep killing yourself and doing missions, but it seems to be a very profitable way. I kind of stopped doing it because I got bored of it, but essentially it shows you how much money you can actually make out of Quince, but I guess that may vary depending on your ranks. Like I said, them all being elite does help. I do know I've got to work on my close quarters combat. I know that's pretty low. But anyway, so yeah, I've been getting that back up and basically getting the Federal Corvette, which is a very awkward ship to get because of its Federal rank, and it's also a very expensive ship. I think this ship's worth about 600 million or 700 million roughly, so it's not a cheap ship in any respects. And like I said, started to work on the engineers, so I think the last thing I did was get the multi-cannons modified and also get the power plant sorted, I think. So a video ago I showed you how to get modified modified, let me just show you, modified embedded firmware. Now in that video I couldn't actually show you getting it, but after spending a bit more time doing it I actually managed to get it, as you can see. So it does actually work, that method. If you do know any better ways of getting modified embedded firmware, which is quite a mouthful to say, let me know. I'll be always interested to see. For like I said, for the time being, I'm just working on the modifications on this ship and getting it up to combat sort of rating. Like I said, so far this ship hasn't even fired a weapon yet. So like I said, anyway, so I think that's about it for the time being. Like I said, I did want to let you guys know what was going on and keep you up to date. I know it's not good seeing a channel with no new videos no new videos for ages. Hopefully things have gone back to normal, but I can't guarantee. But anyway guys, for the time being, hopefully things are that. If you have any suggestions of things to cover, let me know, it'd be great. If you've got any thoughts on 2.3, things that you're interested in, things you don't like, let me know. I'm always very interested to see and hear what you think about the changes what are coming. And I think that's about it for the time being. If you could like and subscribe, that would be brilliant. Take care and have fun out there, guys.